If you're doing a single market, whether backyard or virtual, but you're doing one market, you have to do multiple marketing strategies and multiple exit strategies because you have to capitalize on every lead you get. You have limitation now because you only have so much geography and so much population to do your business. I'm in specific markets with some partners, but we just target that backyard market and we go on appointment. So what does that mean? It means we're doing all kinds of marketing channels because we have to. We got to hit everybody, and we have multiple exits. The 4 exits that I'm a big fan of are traditional assignment. So that's going to be your low cash to an assignment. I'm a big fan of creative wholesaling, like Lane's deal. You can pay a whole lot more if you structure creative and still wholesale it and make really good money. I like novations. So novations are basically wholesaling retail. The 4th one is a weird one, and that is listing. So we'll just list properties for people and just do a straight listing. So if you have your real estate license, you can list. So those are my 4 primary exits. And then my marketing channels that I really like are, I like the free ones like agent outreach, but paid marketing, I really like PPC. I really like PPL. I like direct mail. Those are the big ones. Those are the more expensive ones, but they're also the most effective. And then, of course, we dedicate some to cold calling and texting, but those channels are increasingly more challenging right now. But the point here is one market, multiple channels, multiple exits. I would be very careful, by the way, Lane, of going all markets. I don't think that's a good idea. There's very few people that do that well. I don't know if I know anybody really that does that well, because the problem is every market has nuances and you're going to burn through a lot of leads and deals because you just don't know the nuance of every market you get a lead. What I would do instead is I would pick 6 to 8 markets and then learn those markets well, invest in understanding those markets, and you'll have a lot less contract fallout. You'll understand your neighborhoods and everything a lot better. It'll still take some time to get there, but in a year from now, you'll know your 6 to 8 markets, and then you'll track those real closely, and the markets that aren't really doing well, you'll drop. Not only do you want to do about 6 to 8, but you want to make sure that the populations are big enough. So try to go like 1 million plus population and make sure that your median home sale prices are over 400. Don't be doing 150,000 ARV neighborhoods because your assignment fees will be really low. So it's not worth it to do marketing and then get 10K assignments. If you're hitting a 400 median sale price, you're going to be moving stuff in the 200s, 200, 250 typically. And those are 25K assignments, because assignments should be about 10% of the price. So as a rule of thumb, assigning a 250 house, you should be making a 25K assignment. Now, the idea here is when you go many markets, you don't need as many marketing channels because you have such a broad market overall combined to target. So then you can do like PPC or PPL, what Mark's doing, pay per lead. So a service like LeadZolo or Speed to Lead. What you do there is you pay them, a couple $100, and they'll do the marketing, typically PPC, and then they'll just bring you the leads, and then you literally just are talking to leads, warm leads. I kind of get an insight on what the mega wholesalers do. When I say mega wholesaler, I'm talking operations that do 3 million a year plus. A lot of them, I would say 80% of them, are not backyard, one market backyard or one market virtual. There's 6 to 8 markets, and they just do PPC, and they just do assignments and maybe novations. That's it. And they're doing 500 to 1 million a month. But you have to understand why. The reason why is because they're in 8 markets with 1 million population, and now they can spread their marketing through that giant master market if you combine it all. And now they don't need to do so many different things. They can hyper focus on 1 or 2 things really well. And they're very small teams. That's the other thing that's really cool, is these aren't big teams. These are small teams. They're just hyper focused, and they're not doing all kinds of things, because every time you're doing one more thing, that's one more thing to learn, one more thing to know how to do and do well. So multiple exits means now you got to know how to structure and analyze multiple ways, which means you add on complexity to your business. It's like McDonald's. You can teach a 14-year-old or a 15-year-old how to do McDonald's because they made it super easy, because it's the same thing every time. If you were to tell the person at McDonald's, hey, we got all kinds of different ways to make a hamburger, be creative about it, we're going to have a problem, right? So that's the way the mega wholesalers think. They're like, I don't want to do creative. We don't want to do all these things. We want to do straight low cash offer assignments, and that's it. And we're going to do PPC, and that's it. So see the difference? Is that helpful for you too, Lane, thinking about some of the ways you're doing it?
Yeah, very much so. After, going down there in Puerto Rico and we all hanging out, I came back and have really been shaking things up in my office. I've been getting quite a few leads and now have 3 deals. I signed another one in Atlanta last night that is right around what you're saying. That one's about a $400,000 house, and I'm getting it for about 228.
That should be a 25 to 40K assignment, like if you hit those numbers right.
Yeah, I've already got it assigned for 38.
Perfect. Yeah, see, your challenge is going to be like, we just went through that whole thing on that creative deal you've got. You can see there that with creative, there's a bunch of moving parts, right? So how do you train a team to know how to put those deals together and then scale? Like, it's tricky. It's hard to scale creative wholesaling.
For sure.
You can learn it. So maybe that's what you do is as you scale, creative stuff gets pushed your way, or you have one person on the team and they just do creative. So that way everybody's not having to learn creative, because again, it's not just so cut and dry as low cash. Low cash to assignment, it's simple, cut and dry. We need it at this much of a discount, done. I'm literally not even comping. I don't even have my team comp properties, like hardly ever. We don't even look at that. We're basically looking at it and saying, okay, well, what's my Zillow number? And if I can buy it at 50% of that, I know I got a deal. How much more analysis do I need than that?
I've been doing what you have said recently as well, and that's taking the average of the 3